Hi, all you in YouTube land. Happy Tax Day. Yeah, I hope I didn't make too many of you depressed or drive you to psychiatrist by saying that. Hope all is going great for all of you. Today is April 15th, as I mentioned, Tax Day. I'll say something about that in a few minutes. My dog's barking upstairs. Hopefully that's not getting it here on the sound, but maybe he's excited because of Tax Day and he's barking, wanting spending and taxes to be cut. Some news items I want to cover today. First of all, a Spanish court has agreed to consider opening criminal charges against 6 former Bush administration officials, including the former Attorney General Alberto Gonzalez, over allegations they gave legal consent for torture at Guantanamo Bay, a lawyer in the case has said. Human rights lawyers brought the case before a leading anti-terror judge who agreed to send it on. Bill O'Reilly last night on his Fox News program said that President Obama needs to speak up and let Spain know if they do this, there will be consequences. Because Obama is supposed to defend, job is to defend America, and that includes defending President Bush and his administration. It is an outrage that any country would bring charges against an American citizen. A letter that was sent to Bill O'Reilly that he read on his Fox News show this evening said that, why does Spain bring charges up against Fidel Castro, who took away some of Spain years ago? Good question. That's a good question. This is an outrage. Spain has no right to do this. Bush and his administration, no matter what you think of the war, were trying to do what they thought was right. They were trying to fight for freedom. And yes, some good people can disagree about Guantanamo Bay, but compared to what the Iraq leader did to his people, Saddam Hussein, that's nothing compared to what happened at Guantanamo Bay. Did Spain ever bring charges up against the leader of Iraq? As far as I know, they did, and I quite frankly doubt that they did. It's an outrage. Spain will pay dire price consequences if they do this. And they should. Now, on to something else. This news. Obama supports the ratification of the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child, a treaty that would have horrible consequences for American families. This treaty would be, according to our Constitution, part of the supreme law of the land, and in the U.S., international treaties override state laws. The Committee on the Rights of the Child is the official UN granted authority to interpret and enforce the Children's Convention, which sets forth an index of children's rights. Many of those are at odds with the rights of the parents. We saw a while back in Canada where a 12-year-old sued her dad for grounding her, and the judge ruled in favor, agreed with the 12-year-old that it was wrong. Parents should have a right to discipline their kids, tell their kids who they can hang out with. Everyone's against abuse, child abuse, neglect, but we already have laws in America for that. Parents, under this, if this becomes law in America, parents would be able to spank their kids reasonably. We're not talking about child abuse. Discipline their kids reasonably. Again, we're not talking about child abuse. We have laws for that. We're talking about reasonable discipline. Parents were to be able to force their kids to go to church. So, this is a bad deal and would bring horrible consequences to many American parents and homes. Sorry about the noise upstairs. You can hear that noise in the background. Again, like I said, it's Tax Day. Happy Tax Day. All of you who took part in a tea party today, good job. I wish I could have taken part. It is time Uncle Sam does what you and I have to do, cut spending. Why is it when our nation faces hard times, government can increase taxes and spending? It's time government stop doing that. If our leaders won't stop taxing and spending us to death, something that your children will end up having to pay for Let's force them to do it. And I'm hopeful that the Tea Parties was just the beginning today. The American people are rising up just like they did back when England controlled us. Okay? Final issue discussed. Department of Homeland Security officials have issued a report which links people with pro-life, anti-illegal immigration views, teachers of end-time prophecies, and veterans of war with right-wing extremist groups. It's funny that this report came out just before today's Tea Party's protest rallies. In an intelligence assessment issued to law enforcement last week, Homeland Security officials said there was no special information about attack in the works by the right-wing extremists. Excuse me? But pro-life. Excuse me? It was radical followers of Islam who did the 9/11 attacks. So why go after those of us who are pro-life or believe we need to stop people from coming into our nation in a non-legal way, unless they have some kind of special information, which they don't have now, that some of us are planning an attack on this nation? This sounds to me like a political attack. I love America, and most people do on the right. If they know something about a special attack, go after the people doing that. But don't try to pin us down as being anti-American because we're pro-life, or we believe our borders need to be controlled in the fight against immigration, and we want to stop illegal immigration. Yes, go after the people who are doing attacks. Go after those in radical Islam, and go after others. But stop going after us, who you have no special reports on. Well, thanks for watching this video. Post any comments you have. Thank you. Until next time, I'm Billy. I'll see you.